So this is Vince from Burns Stainless, and we are doing the long overdue installation video for the Burns NhB exhaust. So we've got a 2017 Road Glide that we are going to be doing the installation, and our shop foreman, Madi, will be doing the install and pointing out some of the idiosyncrasies in installing our system. So the first thing that you want to do is actually for this mid-length system is to install the muffler bracket, and that actually mounts to the two screws on the bottom underneath the transmission cover. Now be careful when you're taking these on and off. It's a aluminum case, and those are very easy to strip. So, and not very easy to fix. The whole transmission has to come apart in order to get that done. So you just want to get it on there and do a nice little snug fit with the Allen wrench. So the first thing that we want to do is to install the flanges over the inlet stubs. So as you can see, we use a special spiral ring that holds the flange onto the stub. That's that machine stub. One thing that you might want to do, that if you do have a ceramic coated system, sometimes it's a good idea to put some tape across the pipe here, so that as the flange goes up and down, you're not going to damage the ceramic coating before installation. So it's usually best to install the front pipe first, and it is a tight fit. So these are big pipes, particularly the Burns Big Momma. So the clearances are very, very tight. So be wary and don't worry, because it does all fit. And the other thing you do prior to putting on the front pipe, you will want to make sure that you put the exhaust gasket into the port. This engine's already got the gaskets installed, so we didn't film that part, but it's pretty self-explanatory. The one thing to note is you do not want to tighten the headers at primary tubes at this point. You really just want to put them on such that, and then just start the nuts on there so that they are, stay in place, but they're not tight. Adjust all the parts before snugging everything up. So after you got the two primary tubes installed, and again loose, go ahead and place the muffler onto the primary pipes. And this can be a very snug fit, and you really want to be careful again with the ceramic coated systems, because again that coating can be damaged. So one thing to also note is that I know on many other exhausts on the Harleys, the collector is set up vertically up and down, but you'll notice that ours has a definite rotation to it, and that was again just to get the proper tube routing in order to minimize drag losses, and I think it comes up with a very unique look. And it's very nice to have a mallet, as Madi is using here. If not, a 2x4 with a steel hammer is good, just to kind of stuff everything up. And you'll notice that the bracket fits right in between the two tabs that are on the muffler, and then there is a hole that everything all aligns with. Sometimes it's good here to use a Allen wrench or a screwdriver in order to try to center make sure you're all centered up. And then go ahead and install the bolt. And it's usually best to put the bolt in from the top, because in case you forget to tighten it or something, only the nut comes off, not the bolt. The nut, it's a nylon nylock nut, so you want to put that onto the bolt, and then you would tighten that up. Not completely at this point. So now you would want to go back and tighten up the the primary tubes. For the rear pipe and the front pipe, it's really good to have a swivel on the end of the ratchet that you're using. And after you do the tightening on the front and the rears, again, you're wanting to watch out with the various clearances, making sure that everything's in place. One of the critical areas is down here by the brake lever. So you want to be sure that you're not rubbing onto the brake mechanism there. So as you're installing it, just pull everything out into place as you're tightening, and you should be golden. After you're done with the tightening with the wrench, you want to go back with a torque wrench and actually torque the head stud nuts to a torque spec. So also, we didn't show you at the beginning because we removed the other exhaust, but it's usually good to remove at least the rear bolt off of the foot floorboard so that you get easier access to everything. And usually just loosening both and just taking the rear off is enough. You don't have to take the whole board off if you don't want to. So again, you would go through, you would make sure all the bolts are tightened. You'd want to go back with a torque wrench and torque the head nuts down to the proper spec. And last thing is putting on the springs. And Maddie wants me to do something here other than just talk. So I am going to just get a pair of pliers, and probably should also be wearing safety glasses because springs can move. But there you go. This is a little extra charge here because we got a black ceramic coated spring. So that is the process, and there's also another spring down here at the bottom that you'll want to install, but that's the process for doing the installations. It's very easy. Some things are just a little different than other exhausts out there on the market, so it could be confusing. But I hope that this video is instructive, and please thank Maddie for her wonderful performance. Thank you very much.